Yes, welcome Chicago. Welcome TV land, Facebook land, Twitter, Instagram, Intellectual Radio. This is popping off with Cheryl Sistrunk. I'm definitely going to preach you guys' brain today. This is going to be good, baby. I got all the gossip, everything that you looking for. I got it. Okay. Now, let me do my disclaimer. The views shared and expressed on this show do not reflect intellectual radio or sure assist drunk. We all have different uh, perspective, opinions, views, and ideas. So, popping off definitely is going to highlight Black entrepreneurs that's productive members of society. Update you on all the popping news, everything that just went on in Chicago. Y'all got to stay tuned at 7:30. I'm going to blow the roof off intellectual radio. All right? We need to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Y'all can decide who these people are. Hey, Birdback. Hey, Joshua Flynn. Okay, you got it. The Lori Lightfoot progress report and report card. I'm putting the report card back on her today, baby. Baby, uplifting of Black people. And some people need to go to jail, bail, probation, or straight to hell, right? The P for popping off is powerful. O is for originality. The other P is for professionalism. The next P, y'all know what it is. My lips stay popping. Pretty Finesse Cosmetics. I is for informative. I'm gonna keep you informed. And y'all already know I'm noticeably beautiful. Hey, Tiff. All right. O is for 100% correct. F is for fearless. The last F is favor beyond belief. Listen, I'm gonna tell it how TI is. I'm taking the glasses off, baby. I'm putting these back on at 7:30. Cause baby, Lori Lightfoot, I'm gonna blow the roof off Chicago. Because in the city of Chicago, we got a lot of smart dummies, y'all. We got a lot of smart dummies, and I'm gonna help them along their way, okay? So, my show popping off does not endorse any particular candidate or political ideology. We all share different views, opinions, and perspectives, okay? So, my opinion may not be your opinion may not be my opinion, but we all can just get along, okay? We want to stop all the arguing and the fight with Jada and little baby mama on there arguing on Instagram for 4 hours. We ain't doing all of this, okay? So, now it's time for the hot 7 at 7. I want to say happy birthday to all the Leos, all you fine Leos. God bless y'all. God bless y'all ministry. Uh, happy anniversary to anybody that's celebrating their anniversary, whether it's work, your boo, your ooh. Congratulations on anything that you have achieved. And most certainly, I want to stop and send prayers and condolences to everybody that has lost a loved one this week, last month, last year, last whatever. So I'm definitely want to send a condolences to all of the mothers, the fathers, the daughters who may have lost their fathers or their mothers, their aunties, uncles, whoever it is. I'm definitely want to send a condolence to everybody. Okay. Now, last week, my show, we talked about suicide. So, just to recap, you guys, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. So, if there's anybody that is feeling lost, they're feeling deserted, they are feeling just under the weather and that they can't go on, I need you guys to push a little harder. You need to pray until something happens. That's what the word push means. And ASAP means always say a prayer. God is there. Okay, you guys. Thank you, Michelle. Girl, I was trying to look cute, you know. No, but I'm just so always say a prayer. Do not forget to keep prayer in you guys' life. Okay. Now, as I told you guys last week, today is a good day to arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Today is a good day to arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Early in the early morning hours of March 13th, 2020, Louisville Metro Police broke into her house and murdered her. Okay? They shot her 8 times as they were looking for someone that did not live in the home, someone that was already arrested in police custody. No one has been charged with her murder. So her name is Breonna Taylor. Today is a good day to arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. I don't know if you guys know what a no-knock warrant is, but a no-knock warrant is when the police kick your door in and they don't announce that they are Chicago police or whatever state you are. They are not announcing that they are police. They kick your doors in. I lived in Robert Taylor over 25 years of my life, and I had a no-knock warrant served at my house because I hung with different people. They just expected that these people hung at my house or they saw you with different people and they kicked my door in. Now they were looking for one of my cousins, but because my name is Sistrunk, they kicked my door in. So I know that no knock warrants are true, that they will kick your door in and won't tell you anything. Okay. Now, also, I want to say happy birthday because yesterday was James Baldwin's birthday. Now, a lot of you guys may not know James Baldwin or may not follow him, but when any white man in the world picks up a gun and says, "Give me liberty or give me death," the entire white world applauds it. But when a black man says the exact same thing, word for word, he's judged as a criminal by whites and treated as one. And everything possible is done to make an example of him to ensure there wouldn't be any more like him. James Baldwin is Black history. If you guys do not know him and have not listened to this young man, you are missing a treat and a treasure of the world. Now, yesterday was August the 6th. On that day in Black history, Blacks won the guaranteed right to vote August 6th, 1965, when President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act. So if you guys do not know about this, you need to look this up. I want to make sure that I incorporate Black excellence in my show. The bill banned restrictions on blacks that were designed to deny them their right to vote in federal, state, and local elections. Now, at the polls, often potential voters will be told by election officials that they gotten the date, time, or polling place wrong, that the officials were late or absent, that they possessed the insufficient literacy skills or had filled out an application incorrectly, according to the History Channel. They tried to stop our vote in 1965. They are still trying to stop our vote in 2020. Never in the history of niggerism have I ever received, and I've been voting 30 years. I've been voting 31 years. I've never received a mail-in ballot. Never. Now, all of a sudden, Donald Trump is deciding that he may stop the United States Postal Service when November comes. He's going to shut them down. He has the executive power to do that. And baby, all I tell y'all is if you are capable and you are able and the Lord has blessed you with the activities of your limbs, get up, get out November the 3rd, and y'all get in line and you vote. Okay? Now, another Black history fact. Imagine not having a yellow light. Hard to imagine, right? There's a green light, a red light, and a yellow light. The yellow light is the caution light to tell you guys to slow down. We have Garrett Morgan to thank for that. He's the inventor of the three-way traffic signal. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Garrett Morgan, but if you have not, I'm going to teach you guys. Y'all are going to be so intelligent because Cheryl Sistrunk on Intellectual Radio is doing Black excellence. Baby, I'm going to give you the good first. Then we're going to get down to the Grammy at 7:30. Now, a man who views the world the same as 50 as he did at 20 years old has wasted 30 years of his life. And Muhammad Ali said that, you guys. So the topic of the day, I'm definitely want to get into the topic. And I'm definitely going to read you guys' comment because I've noticed on Facebook and I noticed on Instagram, there was a Facebook polling question. If a man has to pay all the bills, what do he need a woman with? What do he need to do with a woman? So we're going to definitely jump into that one. But before we jump into that, you guys, have you came to your senses? Let me make sure because the light is in the way for me to see my thing. but have you guys came to your senses? Have you came to your senses? And census is spelled Census. I definitely want everybody to get out and fill out Census 2020. Have mercy. Okay, you guys. Oh. Then I definitely want to talk about Beirut, Lebanon. Yes, I do need a water. This gonna be good, y'all. Y'all know I'm tired, so I'm definitely gonna break y'all down, baby. Okay. Y'all know there was an explosion and a bombing in Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon. So we definitely want to send our prayers and condolences. So far, they say there was 30 killed, there was 3,000 people injured, but I'm sure it went up. These people have kept all of this warfare in the building that they were saving for whatever reason, maybe to go against the United States of America. And baby, it blew up. Okay, y'all, I'm better. I'm better. Wait, y'all. Now, I know a lot of you young ladies, you guys follow and you guys love you some Nicki Minaj. And what I want to tell all of you lovely ladies out here in TV land, Facebook land, intellectual radio, this is not the young lady that you need to follow and pattern your life out. I'm not talking about the risky clothes. I'm not talking about I have a chest out because I be having my chest out. My thing is, no woman having their very first child should be having their child with a pedophile, with a man that has to ask the judge, can he get permission to be at the birth of her child? Now, not only is he asking permission to be at the birth, he also maybe have to ask permission to be around the child. He was charged with rape, and Nicki Minaj or whoever, however it goes, somebody bond him out, and he had to turn himself in and sign up as a sex offender. And they do sex offenders down at 35th of Michigan. So I know all of the sex offenders that go over there across the street now. So if this is the man that you desire, that is in the streets, that's selling drugs, that's the rah-rah and the ha-ha, you don't want no man that already has to be registered as a sex offender. Y'all may look at Nicki Minaj as, oh, she this, she rich. Well, baby, if she had that much money and that much clout and that much political everything, she should have picked a better man. This should not have been the man that she's having her very first baby with. And Alicia, don't crack no jokes about one more call. Listen, one thing y'all don't have to worry about, Miss Sistrunk. Baby, I'm on Esther C. I take 2 Esther C's a day. I take a airborne, samba cool. I listen. I'm so popped up and cracked up, baby. Y'all think I'm on drugs, baby? I'm on some real drugs. But Nicki Minaj, baby, looking here. It looks like Nicki will have to get her pet kangaroo. That mean her husband. But all you lovely ladies that's looking at these men that sell drugs, that love dating underage little girls, that ain't the man for you. Okay. Now, I want to go directly because I got 15 minutes to talk about this. But listen, we're going to come back. We're going to do a little of it. Then after I finish Lori at 7:30, then we're going to come back and finish the Facebook polling question. Now, the Facebook polling question, I want everyone that is looking to give me your intake on it. If a man has to pay all the bills, what do he need with you? So, this is the question that I see a lot of men put up on Facebook and Instagram saying that if I'm paying all the bills in the house, what do I need with you, woman? Now, my intake on it is men, they used to want to be the provider, a protector. They wanted to be a tither. They also wanted to listen. They used to wanted to be a father. They had a vision. They all wanted to take the kids to the barbershop, get their hair cut, or they wanted to cut the hair. They had so many great traditional ways. They had integrity. They had morals. They had values, good character. They were looking for their true love. They were honest and they were responsible. But now we got these 2020 men, right? Now these men now, they will claim a transvestite before they claim their kid. Yes, baby. He's boastful. He's very boastful about being gay now. He at the health club working out for other men now. He hate paying bills. You get it? But he would take another man shopping before he take a woman shopping, right? They spend 8 to 12 hours at work. Then the other hours they spending, they committing fraud. They lying, they cheating, they performing fellatio on another man. You can't even get him to look at you because he's looking at him harder than he's looking at you, right? Now, Second Timothy already told us about these men will come. That's chapter 3. The first things it says, verse 1 is, this known also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And sure enough, perilous times have come. Verse 2, for men shall be lovers of themselves, of their own selves, courteous, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. They don't even desire a woman no more, right? Truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despiser of those that are good, right? They're traitors. Verse 4 said they're traitors, heady, high-minded, and they're lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. You can't even find a God-fearing man no more, right? You can barely find a man that want to go sit down in church, want to take his kids, take them home with him. You got to take them to child support court now, right? But he says, what can he do with you, right? What could he do with you when he paying all the bills? But I grew up in a household where my mother didn't even date a man that did not and could not provide for her and her children. Not saying that he had to, he wanted to. And the new men that we have today, baby, they want to jump rope, they want to skip, and they want to hop. But they don't want to take care of no kids. They don't want to take care of no woman. They don't want to pay no light bill. They don't want to pay no gas bill. But baby, he want to go get his eyebrows arched. He want to go get his nails done and his feet done. He need his hair colored and he need the black Beijing spray on it, right? He need his new outfit. He gonna go get his kids 2 months later. You get it? So everybody has a say on what can a woman do for them. Now, the real women are the ones that are at home taking care of the house. They're cleaning, they're mopping, they're sweeping, they're washing dishes. You know, they're cooking dinner every day. When the man comes home, dinner is already prepared. You get it? She's a doctor. She's a lawyer. She is an advisor. She's a preacher. She's a therapist. She's praying for his raggedy butt that don't seem to need her in 2020. You get it? And when I say a doctor, you know how they cut their fingers or the babies hurt their feet or whatever? This is the woman when the men get sick, is at home with them. She gonna take off a day from work to come and help this man that feels, the 2020 men feel that this woman doesn't need him, right? She is, as I said, she's mopping, she's sweeping, she's cooking, she's washing dishes, she's washing his clothes, she's folding them, she's ironing them, she's motivating you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Not even, we ain't even got to the sexual parts of the things, right? But men have become lovers of themselves that now they don't even desire companionship. You get it? They're looking at, what can she do for me lately? You know, and that is not what God made him for. He did make the woman to be the man's helpmate, but also you want to get in a relationship with someone that you can grow with. A lot of people is looking for the jump off, but I don't want him. I don't want no man the first time he see me. That's what he looking for. No, baby, go on over there and get on across the street. You get it? But we all have to be careful, be careful, be careful because AIDS is out here. And if you hear a man saying, "What do I need you for?" He don't need you. You get it? Now, the dudes that be talking all that mess look like this. They look like gorillas, right? He got always something to say. Oh, I don't want a woman. I don't need you. But you ain't find yourself while you talking about you don't want nobody. Don't nobody want you, boo. But this is the world that we're living in now. We got them. They jeans so tight. I don't know if he a woman or a man. You can't tell the difference in them now. You can't tell if he a woman, if he a man, if he across the street, if he's straight, if he whatever. You don't know the difference. So you most certainly have to be careful. Relationships work when two people have the same intention to grow together. Okay? Sometimes we need people there for us, even when we don't feel like we can be there for ourselves. You have to be humble. You have to be loyal. You have to be willing to work on these situations and work these problems out together. No one person has made it alone. No one person. I have not made it alone. I have had my children, grandparents that watched it, my children when I went to work. So if I didn't have a man in the house, I still gave up the streets to be a mother, to be a productive member of society, to teach my children not to stray and go the wrong way. If you guys are looking, I'm steady watching this clock because this is going to be good. Now, what I do want everybody is to understand, we have to watch out for Donald Trump this election because only in America would TikTok videos be banned before semi-automatic rifles. So this man wants us to kill ourselves. Don't let the infection spread. The STD is stop the Donald. The STD, we have to stop the Donald this election because he is showing us spreading hate. He's spreading bigotry. And we have to stop the Donald November 3rd. So you guys get out and vote because this is getting serious. Now, we came out here in t-shirts they started gassing us. We came back with respirators, they started shooting us. We came back with vests, they started aiming for our heads. And now they call us terrorists. Who's escalating this? It's not us. Black lives matter. Your life matter. African American men, your life matter. We want you guys to stop running up the street with foolishness and to get you a black queen, get you somebody that is compatible with you. No man should do it alone. No man should do it alone. I asked my children about the polling question. I asked my daughter, Miss Ketchum, and I said, the polling question is, what do a man need you for if he's going to pay all of the bills? And she said, what men, when men want kids, what do they want us for then? Now, that was a great question that my daughter's 27. She said, when men want kids, what do they want us for? Men would not be here if it wasn't for a woman anyway. Men need women more than women need men. Oh, that was a good one. She said they cause more headaches, and that's the least they could do is want a woman. She said, but if they don't want a woman, what do they want? A man? So then I asked him, my 22-year-old son. I said, Logie, if a man has to pay all the bills, what do he need with a woman? And he said, nothing. This is what the 22-year-old said. He said, nothing. He said, because if this woman don't act right, he can get another one. He said, wait a minute. I said, did you hear what you said, Logie? He said, well, yeah, well, you need women. I ain't going to lie. You do need a woman. But he said, I'm not dating a woman unless she has a job. So that is a great perspective. Women, you cannot be lazy daisies, baby. Y'all got to get up and get these jobs because these men are no longer accepting you sitting at home polishing your nails and your toes and the dishes is in the sink. And I know a lot of you lovely women are out there with all these dishes in the sink because y'all taking Facebook and Instagram pictures and all the house is dirty in the back. So y'all got to get up and get on top of your game. Then I asked him my 21-year-old son, I call him Chicken. He say, if you got kids, You need a woman to take care of the home. You're going to need a woman to take the kids to school. You're going to need a woman to go to the PTA meeting. But also, we don't want to put everything on the women. We want you men to be involved with your children, not just your new girlfriend kids. We want you to go back and go get them kids that you left behind. Because never start a new relationship and leave your children behind. And all of you lovely women that's out there that love a man that won't take care of the 2 kids he got over here on the north side, but you want him to take care of them 7 kids that you got in your house. That's wrong. That is wrong, you guys. So we're going to stop and we're going to come back to that after I finish the Lori Lightfoot progress and report card because Lori got some answers to do to Cheryl Sistrunk today on Intellectual Radio popping off. Um, Lori Lightfoot has overstepped her boundaries. She is always the first to open her mouth, but the last on the scene of the crime. So let me get my documents for Lori together because that was a press conference at 1 o'clock. And I don't know if you guys saw the press conference at 1 o'clock, but she's messing with one of Robert Taylor's own. And y'all know I'm for the project people now. Chicago rapper shot in celeb frequent area was likely killed by a rival gang. This is what Lori Lightfoot said. She's talking about rapper FBG Duck was killed in Chicago. Ritzy, did you hear the word? Ritzy. Gold Close neighborhood. That's what the officials are saying. So let me read what Lori opened her mouth and said. A local musician was fatally shot in broad daylight on Tuesday in Chicago's affluent Gold Coast neighborhood and is believed to have been killed by a rival gang member who found him by tracking the victim's internet activity, officials said Wednesday. Now, this is what they're alleging. But my thing with them by saying that his activity was tracked. If y'all knew, if Lori Lightfoot knew that his activity was being tracked, how y'all didn't get down there quick enough to stop everything? Rapper FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, was allegedly involved with a gang and was located by rivals after detailing his travels and live stream videos. This is what Mayor Lightfoot said out her raggedy mouth. This was an individual who fancies himself as a rapper, but is also a member of a gang, said Lightfoot. But that has not been proven, Lori. A Democrat during an unrelated Wednesday morning press conference. He was live streaming his travels through the city and he was found. So it's concerning to me anytime there's a shooting anywhere in our city. Now, Lori Lightfoot is alleging that he was live streaming his travels through the city and he was found. So you're saying that you saw him live streaming his activities, Lori, and you're saying that he's a gang member. You're alleging he's a gang member, that he's this, he's that. But you did not go to where you say that you saw him live streaming and stop the scene of the crime. You already knew a crime was going to be committed. Did somebody notify you that a crime was going to be committed, Lori? And you just let these African American men shoot another African American man because you consider these young men as gang bangers and bombs and murderers? Okay. This is FBG Duck, if you guys can see him. He was murdered Tuesday outside of Chanel shopping for clothes for his child's birthday party. This is him and his mother. His mother is the lovely lady that did the press conference at 1 o'clock. Now, I'm going to get the paper to tell it all, baby. Wait a minute. So she done overstepped her boundary as the mayor of the city of Chicago, saying that this young man was a criminal. Now, one problem that we're going to always have in the city of Chicago is when they try to criminalize our children because they were killed and murdered. There have been numerous of people that have been shot in Chicago. There have been numerous of people that have been murdered in Chicago. People that are mothers, people that are doctors, lawyers, and different things of this nature. She have never did a national news conference and put somebody else's name in the comments, which she overstepped her boundaries as the mayor of the city of Chicago. Wait a minute. Now, Lori Lightfoot did a press conference, and she was supposed to be talking about remote learning, the city of Chicago remote learning. But she took it upon herself to help herself along with a comment. And the family of Carlton Weekly is very upset, and they feel that Lori Lightfoot is wrong. The family is standing for peace, and they feel the press conference that Lori Lightfoot mentioned their son on national TV to slander his name, to assassinate his character, She used the opportunity to label him as a gang member, as his murder was gang related. But the family wants to know from you, Lori Lightfoot, where is Carlton Weekly's criminal record? He's never been arrested. He's never been arrested for gang activity. He is an entertainment rapper, just as the same rapper that you took a picture with that for sure have been to court because he had guns on him numerous of times. And they're talking about this other little rapper. They say he does the same rap as the rapper that Lori Lightfoot is so proud to stand there with. They bond him out $250,000. He got caught with allegedly 2 or 3 guns. And you standing there proud with him. You didn't call Lil Durk a gang member. So why are you calling Carlton Weekly a gang member, right? The family wants you to show them so you can justify the statements that you said about their son. He is just another trill rapper. He spends his money also not just down on what y'all consider the Gold Coast. He spends his money with Black African American people. And one thing that Lori has to understand, maybe she needs to give this seat up as the mayor. She cannot assassinate our children by the way that they look or the words that they say on rap music. Snoop was considered a lot of different things. MJK and all these different little rappers. What is good? What's one thing I'm noticing about this young man? He gets over 8 million views with his rap. Now, Tupac also talked it controversial, but they only can rap about what they see in their community. If they continue to see police killing them, that's what they're rapping about. If they're seeing that their friends are being killed, that is what they rap about. So for Lori Lightfoot to take it upon herself to get up and slander this young man's name, I think he has a gold record for his song Slide. And for her and all of other people in white America, that she wants them to think that Black America does not belong on the Gold Coast, she's wrong. They call it the Gold Coast. But y'all don't know crimes could happen down there by Chanel and by Christian Louis Vuitton. But if you are saying that the reason this young man is killed because the rivals or these people followed this young man to where he was at, how your police didn't get there to stop the crime? Because you're saying it like you had a tip he was going to be killed and y'all let this tip go. Is that what you're saying, Lori Lightfoot? Because if that is true, this family got a nice little lawsuit. But while you running your mouth about whether he a gang member, you have to be very careful about that little daughter that you got. Because a lot of people look at Lawrence Fishburne. He thought them little children, by him being a millionaire, would be so nice and lovely and productive members of society. And she's a porn star. So you better keep your mouth closed about other people's kids because you don't know what your little lovely daughter going to grow up to be. But you definitely owe this family an apology. Activist was out there. His mother Sheena was out there. His auntie Betty T. Weekly was out there. The 5th District, Lamont Robinson, went out there and apologized to the family. But he had no business apologizing. You need to get up and put you some Afro sheen on your head and get on out there and apologize to these people because you had no business. This young man had never been arrested. He's never been caught with a gun, never been caught with nothing. You cannot label our Black African American kids as criminals just because you want to. You're 7 times removed from poverty. You don't understand what these kids are rapping about. The reason that his video is seen 8 million and 9 million times, because these people understand what it is not to have a job. They understand what it is to go loot a store. They understand what it is to see police brutality and see how you guys wrongfully convict them. And then now all the weed cases, y'all ready to let them out the door. But you're wrong, Lori. And I just want to let you know, I'm not going to give you a pass. You do not need an idea. No, you do not. You do not need a pass. You need a whole foot up your shabazz. You are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong. You are assassinated that young man's character. If you have Chicago police reports showing that that young man has been arrested, then you need to show that. Because just saying, because what he raps about is the reason that he is murdered, what opposed the citizens of Chicago don't like what you talking about? You get it? Is that a reason for you to be murdered? No, it is not. And you owe the Weekly family an absolute apology because you are wrong, you are wrong, and you are wrong. And Fitzgerald Kevin Crutcher says, I heard something else different. It don't matter what you heard. Did you see anything? See, this is the problem with us today. Y'all heard something. It don't matter what you heard. Did you see him do anything? See, this is the problem. Y'all want to go off, oh, well, he may did this, but did he get arrested for anything? Has he been charged with any crime? This is the problem with the George Floyd case. They said he allegedly or he had a phony $20 bill. Did he deserve to die because he didn't know the 20 was phony? So all y'all the people that Harriet Tubman left behind, y'all families are the ones Harriet Tubman left behind. You cannot convict somebody in public opinion. I grew up in Robert Taylor. Do that mean I'm a gang member? I'm a thug? No. Sure, I got some little slurs and saying fire tray all day, but do I deserve to be labeled as a gang member, as an empress or the queen of the MCs, the BDs, the GDs? No. And Lori Lightfoot is wrong, and she needs to recant her statement. She needs to apologize. She's talking like this boy don't have a family. And who are we to judge somebody? Who are we to judge? Who are you to judge somebody? Would you want somebody to say something nasty and negative once you gone and dead? No, you would not. So, Lori Lightfoot has overstepped her boundary. She has overstepped her boundary. And this family is not going to lay down and let her tell them what their son is. And he never been arrested, never been convicted of a crime, never been caught with a gun. So who are you to tell who the little boy is? You get it? You have no right to slander somebody's name. You have no right to assassinate somebody's character. You don't use the opportunity that you had to talk about the kids of CPS going back to school as a reason to throw this young man into your conversation because you ain't got nothing else to talk about. Y'all got to learn when to hold them and when to shut up. That was not her place to say that. And because she the mayor of the city of Chicago, while she running her mouth, where is the surveillance cameras? Chanel, them purses cost $3,000 for a wallet. Where's the surveillance camera? I know Chanel got a camera. Where's these surveillance tapes where you're running your mouth, nappy head? Where's the camera? While you're running your mouth. Y'all ain't even came back and talked about the police that killed itself. The newly promoted CPD deputy chief. How you ain't solved that yet? That's in-house. But you're running your mouth about something in the streets. And you ain't trying to figure out why these young kids are angry. Why there's no basketball and no football activities going on. Why these children are angry. Why these children are hungry. Who are you to talk about the children in the ghetto and you living in the Gold Coast? You ain't got no right to talk about these kids. But let y'all tell it. Everybody is a hoodlum. Everybody that got dreads is a hoodlum. Everybody that sagged their pants, they nothing. And that's wrong. Because the moment that you die and somebody say that you this and you gay and you a pedophile, you this and it wasn't proven, you wouldn't like that. So Lori definitely owes this family an apology for running her mouth trying to show off for white America. Why would you be so insensitive to a family that just lost their child? This baby ain't in the ground. He's dead 2 days ago. So what you running off talking about these people for? You ain't got nothing else to talk about in the city of Chicago. But what I want you to talk about, Lori, I want y'all to find out about these refunds. Since your mouth's so big, get these refunds together, Lori. Like for you and Janice Johnson, CPS collected, I don't know how many hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars from parents who thought that their children would go on prom, graduation fee, the luncheon fee, the yearbook fee. Where is our money? Because I need my $400. While you're running your mouth, I need you to look at Kenwood Academy's bankroll because I got the receipt. I need my money, Lori Lightfoot. We didn't go on prom. We didn't have a graduation. We did not have a luncheon. Get these refunds together. While you're running your mouth, you need to do a ticket amnesty. You done sat out and put these boots back on these people's cars, but you ain't even offered the people some type of relief. You done been there long enough to get a ticket amnesty together, right? Another thing that since you're running your mouth, CTA is having a problem with the public getting on the buses without a mask. Now, you mandated a fake mandate for everybody to wear a mask in the city of Chicago. This is where you have went wrong. CTA should not, their transit operators and their bus operators should not be going around with a petition to sign to make it against the law to get on these buses without a face mask. Now that's what you need to be doing is getting that. Because if these people are getting on a crowded CTA bus, because everything is back to normal because you put it back to normal. You the one had the first say of what goes on at CTA. But while you running your mouth about who a gang member, you need to mandate, put in an executive order that no mask, no service. These bus drivers should not be afraid to test the coronavirus and die because the mayor of the city of Chicago is worrying about who is a gang member instead of trying to solve a crime, instead of trying to solve the murder of the top cop deputy that just was turned over. How you ain't got time to talk about nobody. You need to get up and find out why the citizens are so angry in Chicago. Why is these yellow boots all over the city of Chicago and you didn't give a warning? But you on TV talking about whose son is a gang member by the way that they look. But you ain't stopped to say, everybody, we're putting the boots back on July 15th. We can make a payment arrangement. But I want all of y'all that's looking in intellectual radio and TV land. Before Lori get y'all, let me help y'all out because she ain't going to tell y'all this. Before they get you, you can go in. I don't care if you owe them $8,000. If you go in before the boot man catches you, you can start a down payment for $25 before any late fees are assessed, up to 6 months. So I want you guys to get up. If you know you owe the city of Chicago, you have not paid these people, get up because this young lady does not care about black people. Just because they are your kinfolk, your skin folk does not mean they're your kinfolk. And this fool is running. We got another fool. We got a fool running the United States of America. And we got another damn fool here labeling our kids as criminals. And the first time y'all label one of mine, I'm going to do a press conference too. Because mine may not look like yours. Every child is different. Every child is different. And just because somebody is rapping and they rapping about what they see in their community, what you mad about? You ain't fixed the community. You can't even solve simple murders. How you gonna solve? You ain't even went in-house and solved the deputy's murder, but you out here worrying about somebody's murder, talking about they were tracking him. If you knew they were tracking him, sound like it was a setup. Sound like you know more than you telling the public. So you need to shut up, poo-poo. Get you some Afro sheen, some Kefir curl spray, and spray that Afro. And stop out here talking about our young African American men. You don't know how many people he done fed and how many people he have helped in his community. And just because we listen to the rap music, everybody has freedom of speech. You ain't over there talking about Donald Trump is a thug and a gang member when he got all these people standing up on the Capitol building with all these pistols and rifles and sawed out shotguns. Why you ain't called him a gang member? So you ain't gonna come in Chicago, boo boo, and label our black youth as disturbed when you ain't trying to help nobody. You ain't helped the homeless. They still under the violence. You ain't fed nobody. Everybody's still hungry. You can't solve no crime. They still killing people. Now you want to solve the crime quick because, oh, it's on Oak Street. It's on Hubbard. It's downtown. So, any black person that come downtown is thugs. We gang members. We don't deserve to be there. We deserve to be murdered. That's what you trying to say to the American public. But what I want you to do, Lori, is find out where my $400 is at Kenwood Academy. I paid for my son to go on prom that you canceled. I paid for my son to graduate. Y'all canceled that. The yearbook was $45. I need that. That $125 prom fee, I need that. The $150 graduation fee, I need that. Because we didn't graduate. So I need y'all to get my money to my hand while you on the news conference talking about young black African American men that can't make it in the city because you're worried about you and your wife and your child. You're worried about the McCluskeys and all of them. You ain't worrying about the community, the black community, the Inglewood. Sure, you go over there and poll the community, but you ain't over there trying to help nobody. What you trying to do is trying to muscle your way into another election. But how about this, boo-boo? The poor people vote, and we poll. Robert Taylor Projects, the Ickies, the Hillards, all of these different buildings, we vote, baby. You know why? Because we want to get y'all up out them seats. You're undeserving of this seat, baby, because you have ran your mouth a little too much. Now, y'all always talking about Karen and Ken, but what about Lori? We have our own Karen and Ken. You don't have no hell to put him in or no heaven to put this young man in. And you need to watch your mouth when you talking about people kids. Because you're wrong. And anybody that feels she ain't wrong, your family is the family Harriet Tubman left behind. Y'all stop talking about people kids. Y'all don't have the solution. Why are y'all going to add to the problem? You don't have the solution to these murders. You don't have a solution to nothing. You can't even figure out the problems that you are capable that's in your own 7th district police station. But you can sit over here and say what happened at Chanel. Get them cameras together. Get the surveillance tape together for the family. If you show that surveillance tape, it can show if the young man pulled the gun out to shoot back. Because I bet he didn't do that. You get it? Because you said that they followed him on live stream. So he ain't know they coming. But you knew they was coming. So how come you didn't send all them officers over there if you thought it was a gang retaliation? Why you didn't go and stop everything since you know so much? You're always the first to open your mouth, but you last at the scene. You know? And Lori has upset me because I come from poverty. And sure, because the things that I say, I don't deserve to be killed or murdered on the street because I know the truth about Chicago. I know the truth about the CPD, the Blue Klux Klan. Nobody deserves to be murdered because they know the truth about the city of Chicago. He is a rose that grew from concrete. What else can he rap about? He can't rap about caviar. He ain't never ate caviar. He can't rap about none of that, but he can rap about y'all pulling people over. These stop and frisk. Yeah, he can rap about that. Yeah, he can rap about people being murdered because that's what he's seeing being murdered on his block. So if y'all upset about that, you need to change the narrative in our community because you wrong, boo boo. You wrong. And anybody that thinks Lori Lightfoot is doing an excellent job and she deserves to label our young African American kids as hoodlums and bombs, and they deserve to be killed. And the only person she worried about is the little bitty kid. Y'all need to go and get back on the slave slip and go on back. Because she wrong for that. And me being a mother of 7 children, I would not let her label no child as something that you don't really know what they are just because you see a video. Look how T.I. turned out. Look how Snoop Dogg turned out. You don't know who these people are. Look what the prospect of Tupac could have been if he'd have still been here. But y'all looking at the problems that he had. He only can rap about what he is experiencing and what he's seeing. If there's no food in the house, that's the only thing they can rap about. If there is no lights on their block, that's the only thing they can rap about. So don't get angry about them telling the truth about Chicago. But what you do, you get my money, Lord. Y'all get them, you and Janice Johnson. Did y'all pocket the money? Because I got my receipt. I need my $400. I need it. You know, I need it. Since you ain't gonna do a ticket amnesty, I owe y'all a few dollars. I need my money. Okay. So I want you lovely people to stop running y'all mouth talking about people, kids, when you really don't know these kids. Sure, we all are struggling. We all come from poverty. But just because somebody pants is sagging or somebody wears a Puma outfit or somebody wears dreads or they wear Nike outfits, everybody is not a thug. Everybody is not a thug. I see so many people come through my job every day, and they are very polite. They are very respectful. Sure, they may not have the better clothes and the better things, but they are respectful. So stop decriminalizing and criminalizing our young men, our young youth. This young man was ready to sign the deal with Rap-A-Lot Records, and we may not like what he's rapping about. But if it's the truth and he's talking about the things that he has experienced, who are we to judge? We don't have no heaven or hell to put this young man in. So a lot of y'all that think y'all are the chosen people and that y'all got a right to the tree of life, baby, even the very elect will be deceived. And I know that scripture because I know it to be true. All y'all that think y'all got it, that y'all gonna wake up in heaven, gonna bust hell wide open. So I want y'all to stop following after what somebody else say. If you ain't synced it with your own eyes and you don't know it for yourself, y'all stop running off with a narrative to make our young black youth as gang members and retaliation. The mother got on there and said that will not be. I'm calling for peace. I don't want no retaliation. And whoever killed my son, I'm done. So y'all, you don't know what it took for that mother to get up and stand up there and cry on that podium because the mayor of the city of Chicago sees all of our children as hoodlums and bombs and thugs and gang members. And she has no right to stand there with the power and the voice that she is has and is heard all over the world. Every closed circuit TV all over the world, New York, Detroit, France, because this is where that young man was performing at all over the world. You got no right to talk about nobody. Who are you? But you don't want nobody to talk about you. You get it? And your extracurricular lifestyle. But it's wrong for us to say something about you. You better sit down, boo boo, because you done lost a lot of respect in the city of Chicago. A lot of people ain't messing with you after this, Lori. And I already told you, you're a one-hit wonder. And all of the people are the Ada B. Wells and Robert Taylor and the Ickies and all these different buildings, just because the buildings are gone, they're going to vote you out, boo boo. You will not be here. This black vote is a powerful vote. And they done woke us up with this George Floyd. So y'all ain't just getting our vote no more because you black. You ain't getting it no more because you black. You have to make some changes in the city of Chicago. And all y'all been doing is hibernating. You've been hibernating, Laura. You and your boo-boo and your little daughter. Well, watch what you say about people, kids. Because it may happen to your own daughter. You ever know that? Lawrence Fishburne thought his daughter was going to be a productive member of society. And she's a porn star. So you don't know what your little Tinkerbell over there going to be. So you better be careful. Y'all be careful. Stop talking about people, kids, because it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Because you ain't gonna want nobody to talk about your little dog and your little extracurricular lifestyle. It would be wrong for people to do that. So don't slander people's names. Get up and apologize to this family. This young man has never been arrested, regardless of what you hear on the radio and the raps that he do. Freedom of speech. Y'all stop trying to take people's First Amendment right. How y'all gonna take his right? Throw him in here, even in the grave yet. And you calling him something that has not been proven. He has never been arrested. You have never caught him with a gun. You ain't got him in the game banger, whatever you supposed to have. And if you do, you must just put him there. Because the little boy, they say, ain't never been arrested. The mother got up there and said, I ain't never been to court for him. So I just want you guys to know your terrible job is the dream of the unemployed. Your house is the dream of the homeless. Your smile is the dream of the depressed. Your health is the dream of the ill. Don't let difficult times make you forget your blessings. I want you guys to continue to push, pray until something happens, and ASAP. Always say a prayer because we are living in the last days. Men have become lovers of themselves, and sure enough, these women are too. So listen, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and God has no respect of person, and neither do I. So Lori Lightfoot gets a whole foot up her shabazz, and you guys love one another, keep one another, pray for one another, and stop talking bad about people when you really don't know them people. God bless you. God keep you. Intellectual radio popping off with Cheryl Sistrunk, and I'll be back next week.